Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. Derek Van Orden held a meeting with officials today after Thursday's train derailment in DeSoto. Just to recap, in the crash, 4 BNSF crew members were taken to a hospital, treated for minor injuries, and later released. The derailed train cars were removed yesterday. Van Orden says he was in Stoddard last week and spoke with BNSF Railroad, who assured him the tracks were safe amid record flooding.
Thursday, these trains shot off the rails and wound up in the Mississippi River. So 1 week ago, I was assured by the BNSF Railroad that they're taking all the precautions they could to make sure that this wouldn't happen, and it did.
And today, Van Orden spoke with officials at all levels to discuss what could be done going forward. Van Orden thanked federal, state, and local officials for showing up and responding to that derailment quickly.
I'm really proud. If anything comes out of this that's good, it's the fact that Wisconsinites know what they're doing. These men standing behind me are awesome. They just are.
Now, there is a federal investigation into what caused this train derailment. Crawford County's Emergency Management Director Jim Hackett told News 8 yesterday that crews will work continuously, pending any severe weather, until the scene is cleared.
We've been tracking some light showers across the area off and on at times throughout the afternoon and also now into the early evening. They are still ongoing across portions of the viewing area, and you can see on the local Doppler radar all those scattered light rain showers right now, mainly focused well to our east across our central and especially our eastern zones, mainly from about Clark County southward through about northern Vernon counties, where we're seeing the majority of some of those very light showers moving through. Current temperatures in the meantime are in the 40s, 46 in La Crosse, 47 in Eau Claire. Unseasonably cool though for this time of the year, and here's what you can expect as we head into the rest of the night tonight. Just looking at some slight chances of rain off and on, kind of what we've been seeing here so far today with some of those scattered rain showers around the area. Overnight tonight, still looking at more of the same cloudy skies and looking at some even better rain chances as we head into overnight into early tomorrow morning. It is possible if the temperatures do get cold enough that some of that rain may try to mix in or transition to a little bit of some snow. I know we probably don't want to hear that, but I'll have more of those details in the full weather forecast.
Can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Emily.
It's fine. Thanks, Derek.
All right.
Well, another mass shooting has left multiple people dead. Police in Texas say a man said to be a Mexican national gunned down 5 people from a nearby house after he was asked to stop firing rounds. Grace White reports from Cleveland, Texas.
Authorities in Texas say a man armed with an AR-style rifle shot and killed 5 neighbors, including an 8-year-old child. All of the victims are said to be from Honduras. The San Jacinto County Sheriff says a manhunt for the 38-year-old suspect, Francisco Oropeza, continued into Saturday.
Just stay in your house, be vigilant, keep your eyes open. If you see anything, say something.
The deadly violence started in the town of Cleveland, about 45 miles north of Houston, before midnight Friday. According to authorities, the family had asked the suspect to stop firing rounds just before the attack.
A gentleman stepped out of his house, said, "Hey, we're trying to keep an infant to bed," and he says it's his property. He'll do whatever he pleases on his property. The man went back in the house. Next thing they know, he's walking up the driveway with the rifle in hand.
When I heard the shooting, we were in bed, and my kids, I have 2 babies, they got scared. But we're like, well, it's normal, they're always shooting.
The sheriff said 10 people were inside the home and no one else was hurt. It's believed the suspect was intoxicated at the time and ran toward a heavily wooded forest a few miles away. Grace White for CBS News, Cleveland, Texas.
Texas has suffered several mass shootings in recent years, including last year's attack at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde and a racist attack at an El Paso Walmart in 2019. While closer to home, marijuana is one step closer to being legal in Minnesota. The Minnesota Senate passed its cannabis bill. The legislation will allow adults 21 and older to buy, sell, and use marijuana. Now in the Senate, not a single Republican voted in favor of the bill, and they're sharing their concerns. Some say they're worried law enforcement officers will have a harder time keeping roadways safe if a cannabis bill becomes law. They're also worried that increased marijuana use would lead to more substance abuse and that local governments wouldn't have any control when it comes to regulating those sales.
The reality is the implications of this particular bill that's up today on the Senate floor are very dire for the state of Minnesota, and it's not a joking matter.
And on the other side of the aisle, Minnesota is Ready, a group that's been pushing for legalizing marijuana, spoke in support. The group's chairman highlighted the positives of a potential cannabis law, including automatically expunging low-level cannabis convictions from people's criminal records.
This bill is ready, and Minnesota is ready for cannabis legalization. People know that adults can make responsible decisions for cannabis, and the system of prohibition that we have had for so long hasn't worked.
So now that the bill passed the Senate, it heads to a conference committee to iron out the differences between the Senate and House before it goes to Governor Tim Walz. The governor just said it's the right move for Minnesota, and he will sign it into law. And happening in downtown La Crosse this evening, you can have a pint for a good cause. Pints for Polio starts tonight at 7. So it's a pub crawl where people can hit local bars to fund polio vaccinations in third world countries.
We're almost at the end of this effort to eradicate polio from the face of the earth. So really we're just going for a big push. We'd love for the community to get involved, and along with the Rotarians.
So crawlers get a passport, a pint glass, a koozie, and 3 drink tickets. Again, that event kicks off at 7 this evening. That's less than an hour away, and it all wraps up at 9. And it's not too late to join. You can grab a passport online or during the event at Big Al's for $40. You can check out all the bars taking part on our website. That's news8000.com. Well, there was fire safety and fun at the La Crosse Children's Museum today. Kids got to check out firefighters' gear, learn how to make an emergency exit plan, and ask questions all about fire safety. The fire department says it's never too early to teach kids to be fire safe.
When you're a new parent, there's some things that you have to learn, and adjusting your fire safety awareness because you now have children in the home is also going to be really important.
So the fire department encourages families to make sure they have a working smoke alarm and work out a plan. Well, coming up on News 8, Deals on Wheels. The La Crosse Police Department held its evidence locker auctions today. A look at the action coming up later. And jumping around safely. How Madison Police prepared for this year's Mifflin Street block party after last year's porch collapse. That's coming up.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Sometimes in louder situations, it's tough to hear what others are saying.
We just thought, why not get a baseline so that we know where we're at?
I think the staff is very friendly.
They live here in our community. They care about the people that live here. They want to help people hear better. I feel like we're in the business of keeping people's eyes healthy, but I feel like keeping your ears healthy is also very important, and all of our senses are important.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Spring is here, and it's time to visit Jolivet Family Farms. 8 greenhouses full of a wide variety of flowers, vegetable, and plants, all grown for this climate. Seed potatoes, onion sets, sweet onion plants, bulk seeds, succulents, citronella mosquito plants, horseradish, rhubarb, asparagus. Find unique lawn and garden decor. Take home a strawberry rhubarb pie, rhubarb crisp, or peanut butter pie from our homemade bakery. All this and so much more. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
You have a day before you. Make it the best it can be with Holiday Inn Express and Suites. How about breakfast to start your day? Coffee, milk, juice, hot food, cold food, brain food. Because you need it for that important meeting in our meeting space. And let's not forget about the afternoon workout to help you keep up with your goals. But your day can't be all work and no play, so you have set aside time for your family in the water.
Come make it a day at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Onalaska La Crosse.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get interest-free financing on any Tempur-Pedic mattress, plus a $300 bonus shopping cart, free delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Plus the area's best selection of Tempur-Pedic at Home Sleep Express.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, UW-Madison students might be used to jumping around on campus, but as Nicole Herzog explains, that's the opposite of what the Madison building inspectors and police want people to do during Mifflin Street block party this weekend.
There's a particular song that we're fond of here at UW. I'm kind of fond of it myself, but that gives officers something to think about.
Last year's Mifflin Street block party saw a porch collapse and other damage to homes in the area. That's why the city's building inspectors are asking people to err on the side of caution on Saturday.
When you have a lot of people crowded on a balcony that might all be jumping and dancing to the same song, you're creating a load that is not necessarily designed or intended to be supported by that structure.
The city's building inspection staff found 27 property violations in March as part of an annual inspection to prepare for the event. Since then, the building inspection director says almost all of those issues, like uneven steps and debris, have been resolved. But they can't check the entire property, only what they can see from sidewalks.
We really encourage people to use caution. We want the landlords and the property owners to work with their tenants to be responsible about the use of these spaces, because these tend to be our most unsafe situations that we get involved with.
Police also went door to door on Mifflin Street during the past few months to talk best safety practices with those who live there, and held a meeting with landlords and students to discuss property damage.
I mean, I don't think that that's a thing that students should be worried about. I think the landlords should be really worried about that, and how, you know, they treat the properties around here. What are students supposed to do, you know, about reinforcing a structure as old as some of the houses here.
For News 3 Now, I'm Nicole Herzog.
Building inspection, the Madison Police and Fire Department will also be in the area for any immediate incidents. The city's housing inspectors say they'll also do a follow-up next weekend to check for any further damage. And coming up on News 8, a course to prevent crashes. How Gunderson's Teen Car Control Clinic is getting young drivers ready for the roads.
And I'm First Warn meteorologist Eric Sibley. We did see some off and on showers move through today. Also, our temperatures still remaining below average. I'll let you know if we have any more rain chances and when our temperatures will warm up again in the full weather forecast in just a few minutes.
Ashley's having a huge sale. Right now, you can get up to 50% off floor models. Plus, shop limited time deals throughout the entire store. These deals won't last long, and once they're gone, they're gone. Hurry to your local Ashley store to shop and save today.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
There are too many options.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not, I got you. Who are you? I'm your fairy hotel mother.
What is happening?
Let me help you pick a hotel you feel good about. Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos. Ooh, spacious. Or a Cambria hotel downtown for just the two of you. Hold my wand, don't wave it at anything. Get the best price by booking direct at choicehotels.com. Yeah! What did I say?
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Ashley's having a huge sale. Right now, you can get up to 50% off floor models. Plus, shop limited time deals throughout the entire store. These deals won't last long, and once they're gone, they're gone. Hurry to your local Ashley store to shop and save today.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In La Crosse today, a course to prevent crashes. Gunderson Health System's Teen Car Control Clinic teaches young drivers behind the wheel exercises and increased awareness in driving. Those lessons ranged from weight transfer to learning what to do when your car skids. Organizers say the kids were nervous at first, but that changed as the day went on.
As the day goes on and they get that experience and they get more comfortable with what we're doing and what we're showing them, by the end of the day, they're all really excited and really happy that they took the course.
And over 24 students took that course today. And also in La Crosse this morning, bikes for sale. Items left behind at La Crosse's police department's evidence locker were put up for auction at the Bike Barn on Isle La Plume. Organizers say that auction is good for those searching for a bike or some bargains.
Sometimes you can get a pretty decent bike for a decent price. Otherwise, depending on how many people show up at the auction, there could be a slight bidding war and it could go a little bit higher than expected.
So the Bike Barn has 200 to 300 bikes, so anyone in town who's lost their bike, you can look for it there. If you'd like to look for your lost or stolen bike, its open hours are from 4:30 until 6 in the evening on the first Wednesday of each month, and that goes until October. Well, that reminds me to get my bike out because the weather's getting better.
I can't even tell you the last time I rode a bike. It's been so long
Maybe
now.
you got to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
go to the Bike Barn.
It's great exercise. It's a great way to get outdoors, you know. I mean, today was a little cool, right? And it's all some off and on showers, unfortunately. I think we're probably going to see more here tonight and also, again, heading into early tomorrow, kind of off and on throughout the day. And there is a little bit of a possibility some of that precipitation may try to mix over here. But I do want to go ahead and recap the day, though, with you in just a bit. But I do want to show you what's happening right now, though, before we get there on the radar. And you can see that we do have some scattered rain showers across the area right now. Luckily, didn't really see any reports of thunderstorms today, but you can see some of those lighter rain showers mainly to the east. There are some heavier showers back towards the west over portions of Trempealeau and also into La Crosse County. They continue to move towards the east. Now, this is all associated with a broad low pressure system centered across the Great Lakes area. And, you know, we're still on the wraparound side effects of the system on the west side there. And that's going to be bringing us some of those rain showers tonight and also once again heading into the day tomorrow. So, you know, this morning we started off a little bit wet. You can see those rain droplets there on the camera. That's from some of those passing showers that we had. We saw a break around 3:30 in the morning. Now, the rest of the day, I could tell you it was fairly cloudy. You probably noticed that here yourself. And then this afternoon, around 1:30, we had a couple of passing showers move through downtown. And then we saw another break here. And then we saw a little bit more of some showers back in the distance. So that's kind of the pattern that we've been seeing off and on, rinse and repeat some of those showers today with a high of about 50 today, putting us well below that average high of 66. Currently 46 with showers. Visibility's light, 9 miles. Gust up to 32 miles an hour was that last report from the airport. Meanwhile, for you folks in Eau Claire, 47 was the high today. That's well below that average high of 63 for today, or currently 47 degrees. North-northwest winds at 14, currently gusting to 25 miles an hour. Our highs today reached those upper 40s to low 50s around the area. It was about 48 today in Viroqua, but look at Boscobel today, one of the warmer spots there on the map with a high of 56. For tonight, we'll be at 38 degrees. Now, that is still unseasonably cold for this time of the year. Some showers are also possible. That could even mix in with a little bit of snow, as you can see there. Northwest winds at 10 to 20. For tomorrow, we could be looking at some morning rain and snow showers, and then during the afternoon, windy with some rain showers moving through the area. Northwest winds at 20 to 30 miles an hour. Occasional gust even higher than that at times as well. So we'll watch the showers that continue to wrap around the backside of that low here through tonight. Notice how some of that precipitation changes over to snow. We'll keep our eyes on that as it moves south, because overnight tonight we could be dealing with some scattered light snow mixing with some rain here across portions of the area. And then here's 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We could be looking at some widespread scattered snow showers around the area. Don't worry, I'm not expecting a whole lot of accumulations, though. Heading into Sunday, tomorrow, 2 o'clock, we start to see the snow taper. Rain showers, though, will continue off and on throughout the day. 7 o'clock, I do expect that to wind down as we head into the early evening. Overnight into Sunday, early Monday, everything really comes to a close, but things will continue to remain cloudy, it looks like, unfortunately, throughout the day on Monday, with temperatures well into the 40s across the area. Now, as far as how much rain that we could see from this system, that's really the bigger story instead of the snow, because the rain will likely accumulate more than the snow, and we're going to be looking at generally under an inch of rain here for many spots. So look at the next 8 days. We got the rain chances in place through at least Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies, so we get a break there. Highs warming up into the low 70s, as a matter of fact, or at least near there by Wednesday. Another chance of thunderstorms possible Thursday.
Okay, I'm looking at the sunshine.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to.
All right, cool. Thanks, Derek.
You're welcome.
And coming up in sports, it's day 3 of the NFL draft. Find out who's coming to Green Bay. And we've got high school track and UWL for the Knights of Columbus relays. Kate has those highlights next.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring.
It's Ram Truck Month, and that means huge savings on Ram pickups. A 2023 Ram 1500 is up to $10,000 off MSRP. We have over 20 in stock and more on the way. Maybe you need to do some really heavy lifting. Our Ram Heavy Duties are up to $7,000 off MSRP. If an SUV is more your style, 2023 Grand Cherokees and Grand Cherokee L's, $6,000 off MSRP. With great selection and great prices, stop by today at Chrysler Winona, downtown Winona.
If you have moderate to severe Crohn's disease, Skyrizi is the first and only IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver clinical remission and endoscopic improvement.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Control of Crohn's means everything to me. Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
From the beginning, they were applauded. The music that sold over 100 million records. Chicago. May 10th, 7 p.m. La Crosse Center. The music of Chicago. May 10th, 7 p.m. La Crosse Center. On sale now at the box office or online at Ticketmaster.com. Chicago. Chicago's new album, born for this moment, with the hit song, If This Is Goodbye. Available now.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, another wet weekend here in La Crosse, but that wasn't going to stop the return of the Knights of Columbus relays. The host school, Aquinas, hasn't hosted the event in 5 years due to a mix of COVID and bad weather, but it's returned, and 21 teams from across the state, including a ton of our area schools, were giving it their all. So many great athletes competing this morning. We're going to start with the girls' distance medley. Onalaska had the top time coming into the race, and they were going to end the race taking home gold. That's Allie Thomas crossing the finish line with a time of 13 minutes and 13 seconds for the Hilltoppers. Next up, the boys' race, and this one came down to a photo finish. Onalaska's Nick Rudderud trying to stay in front, but Winona's Jared Luce just barely passing him to take first place by just 0.14 of a second. Boys 110-meter hurdles goes to Blake Theory of Prairie du Chien, taking first place with a time of 15.25. He was flying. And for the girls, that's Bree Eckerman of Mauston. She took home first. Westby's Megan Nelson not too far behind her in third. Girls 100-meter dash, Holman's freshman Lydia Lazarescu taking first place. Cashin's Braylee Hyatt right behind her in second, and Onalaska's Taylor Moline rounding out the top three. And for the boys, defending state champion Colin Kazemia showing off at his future collegiate track as the Aquinas Blue Gold was flying, finishing with time of 10.76, a new personal record and a new Aquinas school record as well. All right, switching to football, we've made it through 2 days of the draft. The Packers went defense on day one and then went tight end, wide receiver, tight end yesterday, trying to build up some weapons for Jordan Love. Now, day three gets a little interesting because Green Bay has 9 draft picks. Now, odds are not all of them are going to come out and make an impact right away, but with 9 picks, one of these guys has to turn into something, right? Well, in round 4, the Packers went back to the defensive side of the ball with Colby Wooden, a defensive tackle from Auburn. He's 6'4", 273 pounds, and has a lot of size and quickness. And he's coming out of the SEC, so he's been facing some of the best talent college has to offer. In round 5, the Packers went QB, picking up Sean Clifford out of Penn State. Now, Jordan Love will still certainly be their guy, but with Rodgers out the door, Green Bay needed to fill their quarterback room. Clifford was a 4-year starter in college and has a lot of experience at the position, so if anything does happen to Love, Green Bay has a little insurance. Also in round 5, they went with another wideout, Dontavian Wicks from Virginia, a smart route runner who will add to a very young receiver room and will hopefully be yet another weapon for Jordan Love. All right, in round 6, The Packers got a defensive end from Bowling Green and a kicker from Georgia. And then in round 7, a corner from Kentucky, a running back from Central Michigan, a safety from Iowa State, and with their last pick, they got a wide receiver from Charlotte. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com.
Shop for a cause at Home Sleep Express. Donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research, and Home will give you 10% off any Luxuria or Thomas Cole sleep mattress, plus free shipping. Give $10, get 10% off sale prices, only at Home Sleep Express.
Just where do you two think you're going without your safety gear?
You know how we feel about riding without your gear.
Well, it's so nice out.
We're only going for a short ride.
Maybe we should listen to them more often.
I told you so. And be home on time for dinner.
Welcome to the brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Whether you're here for business, family events, or a weekend getaway, we've got you covered. Overtired, overworked? Lay down in one of our super comfy beds. Got kids? Our adjoining rooms are perfect for a restful night's sleep. Let the kids burn off energy in our kiddie pool while you relax in our hot tub. Come check in and check out our brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Onalaska La Crosse.
Home World Rugs is clearing out our warehouse. Thousands of area rugs will be sold at up to 67% off. Rugs marked down hundreds of dollars. 5x8 rugs priced from $77. Room size rugs from $147. The Rug Warehouse clearance at Home World Rugs.
Also kind of lingering into Monday as the backside of that low pressure system continues to affect us as it sits over the Great Lakes. Now for Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm happy to tell you we'll see a lot more sunshine. It's going to be warmer on Tuesday with a high of 58, upper 60s for Wednesday. We could be very near those low 70s into Thursday too, with some isolated showers and storms for both Thursday and Friday, but I think those rain chances are fairly minimal there at 20%. Low temperatures in the 30s and 40s. So it looks like, guys, we just got to get through these next few days, and then we start to see that warm up again, because those upper 60s, those 60-degree temperatures in general is kind of where we should be for this time of the year as we enter May.
Well, we need it. We need it bad. We need the sun bad.
Seriously.
So we can get outside and enjoy the weather, right?
I was going to say, Kate, does this, like, seeing the snow coming up, does that interfere with your sports schedule?
So many high schools have already pushed back so many games. I can't imagine if they have to do it anymore. We might not even, they might have not have enough days for games.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for watching News 8. We hope you'll join us again tonight at 10.